Assalamualaikum and very good day. My name is Nuraini Betty Saidian. My friend and I will explain about our second assignment, which is the title is Human Resource Issues. For the issues, we have choose bias and ineffective selection methods in recruitment and what is implication for employees and organizational effectiveness. In this video, we have elaborate about the issues which is bias, and we also provide the solution how to manage the issues in the HR system. But first, I will explain about the introduction of recruitment and selection. Recruitment and selection are among the most strategically significant functions of human resource management as they determine the quality, capability, and adaptability of organizational workforce. In an increasingly competitive and globalized labor markets, organizations are under pressure to attract and retain skilled employees while ensuring fairness, diversity, and legal compliance in hiring practice. Despite advancement in HR system and recruitment technologies, many organizations continue to face persistent challenge in recruitment and selection. Among these challenges, bias and ineffective selection methods remain particularly problematic. These issues comprise merit-based hiring, reduce employee trust, and negatively affect organizational performance. As such, addressing recruitment and selection inefficiency has become a contemporary and critical concern for HR professionals. So, what is bias in recruitment and selection? Bias in recruitment and selection refers to systematic distortion in decision making that favor or disadvantages certain individuals or groups without objective justification. Bias may be explicit, where discrimination is intentional or implicit, where decision makers unknowingly rely on stereotype and personal preference. Common forms of bias include gender bias, age bias, racial or ethnic bias, and educational bias. For instance, recruiters may assume younger candidates are more adaptable to technology or that candidates from prestigious institutions are inherently more competent. Such assumptions are rarely supported by evidence and often result in the exclusion of capable applicants. Bias not only undermines equals employment opportunity but also limit organization access to deserve perspective and skill, which are increasingly essential for innovation and problem solving.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Suraya binti Muhammad Noor. Today I will give a brief overview of recruitment and selection in organizations. Recruitment is the process of attracting suitable candidates to apply for a job. It begins when an organization identifies a vacancy and defines the job requirements such as skills, qualifications, and experience. The aim of recruitment is to create a pool of qualified applicants through methods like job advertisement, online platforms, or internal promotions. Selection is the next step after recruitment. It involves choosing the most suitable candidate from the applicants. Common selection methods include screening resumes, interviews, tests, and reference checks. The purpose of selection is to assess candidates' abilities and ensure they match the job and the organization's needs. Next, I want to talk about two major issues in employee selection: bias and ineffective selection strategies. Bias in selection happens when decisions are influenced by personal preferences rather than facts. This may include favoritism, gender bias, age bias, or judging candidates based on appearance, background, or accent instead of skill and experience. When bias exists, qualified candidates may be unfairly rejected while less suitable candidates are chosen. This led to unfair treatment and lower trust in the organization. The second issue is ineffective selection strategies. This occurs when companies use poor or outdated hiring methods, such as unstructured interviews, unclear job requirements, or relying on only on recommendations. Without proper tests, clear criteria, or objective evaluation, employers may fail to identify the right candidate for the job. Together, bias and ineffective selection strategies can result in hiring the wrong people, reduced employee performance, low morale, and high staff turnover. Therefore, organizations must adopt fair, structured, and objective selection methods to ensure the best talent is chosen. Thank you.
Hi, for my part, I want to tell you about impact of the issues on the organization. The first one is reduced performance and productivity. Hiring unsuitable candidate leads to skill gaps and poor job performer, increased error and lower quality of work, slower operation and difficulty achieving organization goals. The second one is increased organization costs. It is highest training and supervision expenses, increased employee turnover, and repeat recruitment and onboarding costs. The last one is damage to reputation and employee brand. Perception of unfair or discriminatory practice, difficulty attracting high quality talent, loss of stakeholder trust, and long-term sustainability. For the next slide is impact of the issue of employee. The first one is reduced sense of fairness and trust. It is perception of favorism and discrimination. Employees feel undervalued and discouraged. Weakness trust in management and organization policy. The second one is lower motivation and job satisfaction. It is hard work and skill perceived as unrecognized, reduced effort and commitment, declining moral and enthusiasm at work. So the last one is increased stress and emotional impact. Feelings of exclusion, especially among underrepresented group, lower self-esteem and mental well-being, increased anxiety and reduced engagement.
Assalamualaikum, and I will be explaining about the implications of not addressing the issues. When the problems are not addressed, there will be no improvement, which means there will be more recruiters who will take advantage of biased hiring process, and this will lead to unfair decisions and unqualified employees. The second is employees will face a negative perceptions of employees and among employees and public. If the bias hiring continues, there will be less people to accept the job offer, and the company's reputation will be damaged. The last one is the company will be missing opportunities to hire a quality candidates. This means that qualified individuals may be overlooked. This will result in a lower workforce capability and reduce organizational performance.
We move on to the solution and recommendation to solve the problem, which is bias in the HR system. The first solution is to reducing bias in recruitment. Organizations should implement comprehensive bias awareness training to help recruiters recognize and mitigate unconsequenced bias. Standardized evaluation frameworks and device selection panel further reduce the influence of individual preference and enhance decision-making objectivity. This may help to reduce bias in the HR system. The second solution is to improving selection method, adapting structures competency. This is based on interviews, ensures that all candidates are evaluated against consistent criteria. The use of validated psychometric and skill-based assessment enhance predictive accuracy. Furthermore, conducting detailed job analysis ensures alignment between job requirement and selection tools. The last solution is to ensuring ethical and legal compliance. Strong governance mechanisms should be established to ensure requirement practice comply with labor law and ethical standards. Transparency in hiring, decision, and protection of applicant data are essential for maintaining trust and organizational integrity. With this solution, HR management should be applied to ensuring the problematic bias in requirement and selection are be solved.
In conclusion, bias and ineffective issues can seriously affect organizational success. Employers should avoid unfair hiring practices and improve ineffective strategies to ensure they hire the right candidates, maintain employee trust, and strengthen overall organizational performance. That's all from us. Thank you.